Question 1. With reference to the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Grameen Kaushalya Yojana, DDUGKY, consider the following statements. Statement 1. It is a skill development initiative of the Ministry of Rural Development. Statement 2. The scheme aims to transform rural poor youth into an economically independent and globally relevant workforce. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Explanation: both statements are correct. DDUGKY is indeed a flagship skill development program under the Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India. Its primary objective is to uplift rural poor youth by providing them with skills for sustainable livelihoods, thereby making them economically independent and relevant in the global job market. The recent review by the Minister of State for Rural Development highlights the government's focus on its time-bound implementation and digital reforms. Question 2. The recent successful auction of 6 coal blocks in the 15th round and 13th round, second attempt, pertains to which sector in India? The correct answer is option B, commercial coal mining. Explanation: the news explicitly mentions the commercial coal mine auctions and the successful bidding for coal blocks. This directly relates to the commercial coal mining sector, which is crucial for India's energy security and industrial growth. Question 3. The Commission for Air Quality Management, CAQM, recently enhanced its monitoring and enforcement of dust control measures in the National Capital Region, NCR. Which of the following bodies has been empowered to prosecute serious violators of norms at construction and demolition, C&D, sites? The correct answer is option C, Urban Local Bodies, ULBs. Explanation: the news states that CAQM has empowered more urban local bodies, ULBs, to prosecute serious violators of norms at C&D sites. This move aims to decentralize enforcement and ensure stricter adherence to dust control regulations, which are critical for improving air quality in the NCR. Question 4. The Yuva Sangam initiative, for which the 7th phase online registration is set to begin, is primarily associated with which of the following objectives? The correct answer is option B, facilitating cultural exchange and national integration. Explanation: Yuva Sangam is a flagship initiative under Ek Bharat Shreshtha Bharat that focuses on connecting youth from different states and union territories to promote cultural exchange, understanding, and national integration. It provides an immersive experience of diverse cultures and traditions across India. Question 5. The 13th BRICS Education Ministers meeting, which will be attended by the Union Education Minister, is scheduled to be held in which Indian state? The correct answer is option C, Odisha. Explanation: the news explicitly states that the 13th BRICS Education Ministers meeting will be held in Odisha. This highlights India's role in hosting international events and its commitment to multilateral cooperation in education. Question 6. National Handloom Day is observed annually in India on which date? The correct answer is option A, 7th August. Explanation: National Handloom Day is celebrated every year on 7th August to commemorate the Swadeshi movement, which was launched on this day in 1905. The day aims to honor the handloom weaving community and highlight the contribution of the handloom industry to the country's socio-economic development. The President presenting Handloom Awards 2025 on this day further emphasizes its significance. Question 7. The PM E-Drive scheme is associated with the allocation of 2,000 crore rupees for the establishment of which of the following across India? The correct answer is option C, Electric Vehicle Public Charging Stations, EVPCs. Explanation: the news clearly states that 2,000 crore rupees has been allocated under the PM E-Drive scheme for establishing Electric Vehicle Public Charging Stations, EVPCs, across India. This initiative is crucial for boosting the adoption of electric vehicles by addressing range anxiety and improving charging infrastructure. Question 8. With reference to the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, PMFBY, consider the following statements. Statement 1. It provides insurance coverage for yield losses due to non-preventable natural risks. Statement 2. Post-harvest losses due to cyclones and unseasonal rains are covered for up to 2 weeks from harvesting. Statement 3. Localized calamities like hailstorms and landslides are also covered under the scheme. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Explanation: all three statements are correct regarding the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, PMFBY. 1. PMFBY aims to provide comprehensive insurance coverage against yield losses arising from non-preventable natural risks such as drought, flood, pests, and diseases. 2. It covers post-harvest losses due to specific perils like cyclones and unseasonal rains for up to 2 weeks, 14 days, from harvesting for crops kept in cut and spread condition in the field. 3. The scheme also includes coverage for localized calamities such as hailstorms, landslides, and inundation affecting isolated farms in the notified area. Question 9. According to recent reports, India is nearing universal banking coverage. This term primarily refers to. The correct answer is option B, every household having at least one bank account. Explanation: universal banking coverage or financial inclusion in the Indian context, especially with initiatives like Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, PMJDY, largely refers to ensuring that every household has access to basic banking services, primarily through having at least one bank account. This provides a foundation for broader financial inclusion. Question 10. Who has recently been appointed as India's next ambassador to Iran? The correct answer is option C, Vishwesh Negi. Explanation: the news explicitly states that Vishwesh Negi has been appointed as India's next ambassador to Iran. Such appointments are significant in diplomatic relations between countries. Question 11. Glaw Lake has recently been designated as India's 101st Ramsar site. This designation signifies its importance as a. The correct answer is option C, wetland of international importance. Explanation: a Ramsar site is a wetland site designated to be of international importance under the Ramsar Convention, an intergovernmental environmental treaty established in 1971 by UNESCO. The designation of Glaw Lake as India's 101st Ramsar site highlights its ecological significance as a wetland of international importance. Question 12. With reference to flex fuel vehicles, FFVs, and ethanol blending in India, consider the following statements. Statement 1. FFVs are designed to run on more than one type of fuel or a mixture of fuels. Statement 2. The Ministry of Heavy Industries, MHI, has formulated a separate national policy to incentivize FFVs running on more than 20% ethanol blended fuel. Statement 3. Ethanol blending in petrol is promoted primarily to reduce crude oil import dependence and lower carbon emissions. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option B, 1 and 3 only. Explanation: 1. Statement 1 is correct. Flex fuel vehicles, FFVs, are indeed capable of running on various blends of petrol and ethanol, or even 100% ethanol, from the same fuel tank. 2. Statement 2 is incorrect. The news explicitly states that the Ministry of Heavy Industries, MHI, has not prepared any separate phased national policy to incentivize flex fuel vehicles running on 20% or more ethanol blended fuel. 3. Statement 3 is correct. Promoting ethanol blending in petrol is a key strategy for India to reduce its reliance on crude oil imports, save foreign exchange, and contribute to environmental sustainability by lowering greenhouse gas emissions. Question 13. The PMJ Adarsh Gram Yojana, which recently provided benefits to over 2.65 lakh scheduled caste beneficiaries in the education sector, is primarily implemented by which union ministry? The correct answer is option B, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Explanation: the Pradhan Mantri Adarsh Gram Yojana, PMJ, formerly known as Pradhan Mantri Adarsh Gram Yojana, MEJI, is a scheme of the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. It aims for the integrated development of villages with a significant scheduled caste population into Adarsh Grams, model villages. The recent news highlights its impact on SC beneficiaries in education. Question 14. With reference to the post-matric scholarship scheme for scheduled caste (SC) students, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The scheme aims to provide financial assistance to SC students for pursuing higher education beyond matriculation. Statement 2. The central government's share of funding for the scheme is directly disbursed to the bank accounts of eligible students. Statement 3. The scheme has been strengthened to promote higher education among SC students, with scholarship distribution primarily through direct benefit transfer (DBT). Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option C, 1 and 3 only. Explanation: Statement 1 is correct. The primary objective of the post-matric scholarship scheme is to provide financial assistance to SC students to enable them to pursue higher education. Statement 2 is incorrect. Under the revised scheme, the central government's share of funding, 60%, is released directly to the state governments or union territory administrations, who then disburse the funds to the eligible students through DBT. Statement 3 is correct. The government has strengthened the scheme, and scholarship distribution is now primarily done through direct benefit transfer (DBT) to ensure transparency and efficiency in reaching beneficiaries. Question 15. The Venture Capital Fund for Scheduled Castes (VCFSC) recently highlighted for its role in empowering farmers and promoting sustainable livelihoods, is managed by which of the following entities? The correct answer is option A, Small Industries Development Bank of India (SIDBI). Explanation: The Venture Capital Fund for Scheduled Castes (VCFSC) was launched by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. It is managed by the Small Industries Development Bank of India (SIDBI). The fund aims to promote entrepreneurship among the scheduled caste population by providing concessional finance to SC entrepreneurs. Question 16. The BRICS TCA seminar and JMC meeting was recently organized under the guidance of which union ministry in India? The correct answer is option C, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Explanation: The news explicitly states that the BRICS TCA seminar and JMC meeting was organized under the guidance of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India. TCA likely refers to Technical Cooperation Agreement or a similar collaborative framework within BRICS. Question 17. The PMBus Seva PSM scheme, under which 523 e-buses have been deployed across the country, is primarily aimed at. The correct answer is option B, enhancing public transport infrastructure by deploying electric buses in cities. Explanation: The PMBus Seva PSM scheme focuses on augmenting city bus operations by deploying electric buses. The news mentions the deployment of 523 e-buses, indicating its objective to enhance public transport infrastructure with electric vehicles, thereby promoting green mobility in urban areas. Question 18. The report titled Cities as Growth Engines was recently released by which two organizations? The correct answer is option B, Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, FICCI, and Ernst & Young, EY. Explanation: The news explicitly states that the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, FICCI, and Ernst & Young, EY, released the report titled Cities as Growth Engines. This report likely discusses the role of urban centers in driving economic development and sustainable growth. Question 19. The National Cadet Corps, NCC, recently organized a cyclothon. What was the primary occasion this event was organized to mark? The correct answer is option B, 79 years of India's independence. Explanation: The news states that the National Cadet Corps, NCC, organized a cyclothon to mark 79 years of India's independence. Such events are often part of national celebrations and campaigns to promote fitness and patriotism among the youth. Question 20. India recently took the baton for the 2030 Commonwealth Games. What does this gesture primarily signify? The correct answer is option B, India's expression of interest and potential bid to host the 2030 Games. Explanation: taking the baton for a future event like the Commonwealth Games is a symbolic gesture that signifies a nation's strong interest and potential bid to host the Games. While it often happens at the closing ceremony of the preceding Games, it represents a formal expression of intent and commitment to the bidding process, rather than an official confirmation of hosting, especially when the host city is yet to be formally announced.